And welcome to How to Bet on howtobet.com. We're going to show you how to bet, where to bet, and who to bet on. I'm Daryl Sean along with Sean the Genius Miller, and I am on location. He is in the studio. And remember, watching us on YouTube, go to the like button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, then go down a little bit, leave your comments. Leave your comments, whether they're good, they're bad, whether you hate us, whether you love us. Ask for merchandise. We have a lot of swag to give away. And then a little further down, all the links are linked in the description box below. Go there to see Sean Miller's previews, odds updates, injury updates. They're changing rapidly in the NFL. And of course, exclusive offers. So get to howtobet.com. Get there early and get there often. Remember, bet with your head, not with your heart. Don't go over your means. Some people bet for entertainment. Some people bet to make some money. You could do both, but bet within your means. And if you think you have a gambling problem or know you have a gambling problem, there's help out there, including 1-800-GAMBLER. So, Sean, let's get to our NFL over and unders. This is the only thing I've been doing pretty well lately. So let's. I easily had the Buffalo Jaguar game under last week, certainly not thinking that it was going to be 9-6, but I didn't think Jacksonville would score. I thought for sure Buffalo
they
would
didn't.
score, but I didn't.
Jacksonville didn't score.
No, they didn't, but I did think Buffalo would score, and they didn't. They scored even
It's embarrassing.
less.
Yeah, that's
So,
terrible.
yeah.
That's embarrassing, man.
So let's get right to that. You go first. Over, under. Let's hear your 3 over-unders in the NFL.
Remember, my segment is the over segment. I do not pick
Yes,
unders.
he loves overs, and I do both, but lately I've been doing under.
Yeah, first game I think Kansas City, Las Vegas. These games have been high scoring between the two. We talked about that in the Sunday night segment, 35-31 and 42-30 last year. Vegas has some injuries on defense. Kansas City at some point is going to figure out the offense. I think it's probably this week. I think this game is like 31-24, something like that. So I'm going to take the over in that game. Second game might surprise you a little bit. I'm going to take the over in Philadelphia, Denver. I think the Eagles have been scoring some points in some losses here. I know Denver's defense is pretty good, but
Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Who do you like in the game?
Denver.
Okay, so you think?
I think Denver wins like 30. I think Denver's scoring some points. I think Denver wins like 31-20, something like that.
All right.
I like Denver. I tell you what, this Denver team is they're getting some players back. We talked about this in some of the other segments. When you start to see these teams getting healthy and getting some players back, those are the teams you want to start looking at. I think Denver's getting some players back from injury, and that division is really good. And the Eagles aren't any good, and the altitude and all this stuff. I think that's an issue. And then the third game, the Rams in San Francisco. I don't think the Rams are going to play as poorly as they did. I think they score some points. I think San Francisco scores some points. So I'm going to go San Francisco, Los Angeles Rams over 48.
Interesting. So Kansas City at Las Vegas over 51. Eagles at Denver over 45. And the Rams at San Francisco over 48. All right, I will go out to Indianapolis, where Jacksonville, who's coming off that stunning 9-6 win, will play at Indianapolis. The total is 47.5. I'm going to go under the total of 47.5. Jacksonville they're just not going to be able to score points. I don't think Indianapolis is going to rack it up either. So I'll go under 47.5. The next game, this one could surprise you a little bit. Carolina at Arizona, the under's 45.5. I am going under the total. Colt McCoy or Murray. I'm still going under the total here. 45.5. Carolina, even though they got McCaffrey back, Darnold or PJ Walker, it doesn't matter. They just can't score points.
It's going to be 41-0. Yeah, it's going to be 41-0.
It could very well be. The quarterbacking is so bad
terrible
for that team. And I actually do think Walker might be an upgrade if Darnold can't play. But I'll still go under 45.5 in that one. And then a game that I told you it's part of my parlay power play where I like Dallas minus 9.5. I am going to go Atlanta at Dallas. 52 is the total. I'm going under the 52 in that one. I know the thought would be both these teams can put numbers on the board, and they can. I don't think Atlanta is going to score a ton of points in this one. I'm going to go under 52, and it's a pretty big total. So
Yeah.
It still have to be a lot of points scored. So I'll go under 52. So my over unders are Jacksonville at Indianapolis under 47.5, Carolina at Arizona under 45.5, and Atlanta at Dallas under 52. So he's all over. I'm all under. And let's see. Hey, we have separate games. Maybe we can both win, and we can sweep this thing and go 6-0 total.
Yeah,
It is now time for our college football best games of the week. We have identified 4 games that we absolutely think are the best games of the week, and the first one's out in the Big Ten, where Michigan is a pick at Penn State. I'll go first on this one, Sean. I think Michigan will lose this ball game. I think they're coming up against a good defense in Penn State. Neither one of these teams win games like this, so it's really crazy to say. But both these teams collapse on games like this. So, but one of them has to win, one of them has to lose. I'll go with the home team here. If Michigan was home, I would go with Michigan. I'll go with a Penn State whiteout, and I'll take Penn State at home.
I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go Michigan. I think that, Michigan is still in the hunt here. I don't think they win big games either. I'm down on them. They're close to the thing. I mean, if they went out, I think they could maybe get into the playoff. We'll see. Penn State. But once again, I mean, neither of these games. It would be just like Penn State to win this game now that they're out of it and they have no pressure on them. But
no pressure.
I just think Michigan's a better team and they run the ball, so I'll go with Michigan.
All right, and then we have Oklahoma at Baylor. Could be a good one. Baylor playing very well. It is Oklahoma -6 in this one. This could be a pretty good ball game. I do expect a lot of points to be scored in this game. You go first. Oklahoma -6 at Baylor.
Yeah, Baylor lost last week. TCU 30-28. A little, kind of derailed them a little bit here. I talk about all the time when we go on these other shows and talk about Oklahoma. They never win a big game either. I mean, no. I guess, I'm going to take Oklahoma, and they're the better team, and they have if they win out, they're in the playoff. That's all there is to it. Will they win out? I don't think so, because they never do. They're like Oregon and these Pac-12 teams. They find ways to lose games. But, in this game now, I'm going to take Oklahoma -6. They're the better team, but, I don't have a lot of confidence that they could win out.
Yeah, I agree with pretty much everything you said. I will take Oklahoma -6. I'm not confident in this one. It just is one of the better games of the week in college football, so it is on our slate. But I will take Oklahoma -6 at Baylor. Let's go back to the Big Ten. Purdue, who is beating teams that are in the top 10, in the top 5. And now they have a task of trying to do it at Ohio State. But just as far as the spread goes, the line is 20. Ohio State favored by 20 in this one. Who do you like? Purdue has been giant killers of late.
Yeah, I just at home. I think. I say this every week with this college. These teams need to make statements. I'm going to take Ohio State -20. I think they have to make a statement here. They're not in the playoff as of right now. They're just on the outside looking in. So, if they go out and beat a team like Purdue by, 30, I think that makes a huge statement after Purdue beat Iowa when they were number 2 and Michigan State when they were number 3 and in the last month. So I like Ohio State.
I think 20 is too much for Purdue. I know the game's in Columbus. I know Ohio State is the better team. I have no doubt about it. I think 20 is too much. So I will take Purdue plus the 20 points in this one. And now let's go out west for a late night East Coast game out in the West. And I happen to know this line has changed. Now, this is one of the things you have to go to howtobet.com, read the, get the updated odds on games. Again, injury updates, exclusive offers. But in this case, Sean, I know when we started to tape the show, the line was different. So we have San Diego State -1 at this point. And I happen to know, even though this graphic is going to pop up with you liking Nevada +1 because of the line change, I know that you actually do like San Diego State in this one, because I also like San Diego State in this one -1.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, these two teams are both 4-1 in the conference, and this is a big game.
Very big game.
I mean, San Diego State's ranked 8-1. It's at San Diego State. With the line change, I think I like, San Diego State. Nevada's only loss in the last month and a half is to Fresno State 34-32. San Diego State also lost to Fresno State. So I'll tell you what, Mountain West football is really good. It's always interesting to watch. The games are late. I'll probably lean towards San Diego State now, but this is a tough game. It's really a pick 'em. So tough game to bet, but you're going to get decent money no matter who you take here.
Yeah, so again, we both like San Diego State in this one, but it certainly wouldn't surprise you, either one of us.
Yeah,
in Nevada.
it's a great game. I like these late night games on Saturday night. I'm always doing stuff, so those are the games I usually get a chance to watch. So they're always fun games, a lot of scoring, stuff like that.
They are. So we want to thank you for watching us and listening to us on our How to Bet podcast. Remember, you watching on YouTube, yes, you. Go to, we'll hit the subscribe button, the like button, the notification bell. Go down, leave comments, ask for swag, ask for merch. Then go down a little further. All the links are linked in the description box below. Sean Miller's previews. You have odds updated, of course. You have injury updates. You have exclusive offers. So get there early and often on howtobet.com. I want to thank our producer, Trey Wright, our executive director, and a winner this week, Tiffany
Let's go,
Hartman.
Tiffany.
Yes, her first initial win with the Eagles, betting the Eagles. But yes, so we want to thank Tiffany Hartman, our great executive director, here on our How to Bet podcast. For Trey Wright, Tiffany Hartman, and Sean the Genius Miller, I'm Daryl Fine. We will see you next week on How to Bet. Go to howtobet.com.
See ya.